And churches from Bristol have joined more than 1,000 across the country in making a difference by launching a new helpline for people in need during the coronavirus. They've come together to support an organisation called yourneighbour.org, which is coordinating the UK church response to COVID-19. Andy Street is the chair of Christian Action Bristol and is with me now. Morning to you, Andy.
Morning, Ali. Good to be with you.
Yeah, really good to be talking to you as well. How tricky has it been to coordinate everyone? Because, you know, we say, oh, yeah, let's get everyone together. And actually, it is quite a big task, isn't it?
It's not easy, but I think the one thing with the church is, certainly in Bristol, and I think across the nation, it's pretty well connected. And we've been able to pull resources from across the church community, but also to link those in with others that are doing amazing work at the moment across the city. And it's been fantastic in the context of desperate need at times to see the city come together and for church to be part of that. I think that's really encouraging.
So what kind of things are you doing?
Just in terms of Bristol particularly, I guess there's a couple of key areas that we've been looking to support on. We've got quite a number of children in foster care where the current foster carers of an age where they need to be self-isolating, and we put a call out to the church community for people to come forward to be emergency foster carers, and we've had over 40 couples come forward to go through a process, a very careful selection process, doing that fast track. So, being able to ensure that children who have to come out of a safe foster care environment can be cared for. And another one would be around food poverty. We all know that we've had food banks for many years, but at the moment the demand for the food support is growing by the day. And church with food banks alongside other outlets that supporting people at community level have been popping up, and we've been building on the sort of network of food banks that we've had in place. So, and church has been very much part of that. So, an extraordinary response, 3 or 4 weeks into lockdown, and certainly people haven't been sitting there doing nothing, that's for sure.
Do you think this will change the way we are after things aren't quite as, horrendous as they are at the moment? Do you think this partnership and this sharing of stuff will continue? I know a lot of it existed to begin with, but I think there have been real sort of friendships, partnerships made, and seeing how coordinated you can all be together.
I think they have, and I think Bristol's a good example of that. Many will be familiar with the one city approach that our mayor has been talking about for the last 3 or 4 years. And certainly, for someone who's been living in the city for nearly 40 years, I hadn't seen quite so much, I'm not sure it's a word, but joined upness, in the city for quite a while. And I think that's encouraging. And I'd like to think at this time, as the city's come together, church playing a key role in that we're developing relationships that will actually last the test of time and will go beyond the current challenges and into that recovery period. And of course, the Your Neighbour national initiative is a fantastic part of that. I might, if it's possible, I might even give a number, because there may be people listening who may need some support. Yeah. And there's a number there that we can give where, if you are in need of support, it may be just a friendly voice. It may be other things. And there's a 24-hour, or not 24-hour, 7-day-a-week call centre, national call centre, open from 9 to 5. And the number, if anybody's listening and they need a bit of support, is 0300 323 9952. There's people there who will be more than happy to support. That's 0300 323 9952. And there are churches in Bristol that can be connected. But as I say, the church across the city is coming together in a remarkable way, which is great to see.
Great to talk to you, Andy. Thank you very much indeed. Andy Street, who is the chair of Christian Action Bristol. That number again, 0300 323 9952. If you just feel you could do with a little bit of help, please ring. Don't be shy of it. Honestly, everybody needs a bit of help. Everybody has wobbles. I had one this week as well. Wednesday, Mrs. Gloomy. Honestly, Wednesday evening. And I just, I did snap out of it, but it's hard, isn't it? Sometimes it's just really, really tricky. So don't be brave. If you need help, get it. And if you certainly need help with food or anything like that, there are lots of organisations, of which this is one, yourneighbour.org. You get a local response. There is this national number, and I'll make sure that I put it into the Radio Bristol file, so that if you just ring our number that you know so well, then we'll make sure that we pass it all on. It's hard, isn't it, when you collect all these numbers? You don't have a pen handy or whatever. But I think if you're a regular listener, you'll know this one, 08000 855 949, and we'll make sure that we give you all the information that we have, because sharing is definitely caring. It really is.